Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Lubbock Sports Medicine. What a great team of doctors. Go to LubbockSportsMed.com and check them out. Anything orthopedic you need, they can help you. Tide Dry Cleaners, 4511 98th Street, and also at 19th and Quaker. And let me just say, give them a shot. Gary and I have been so impressed with how they do it, and they're so efficient and do a great job. So give Tide a try. Most of you have, I think. Yeah. All-American Eatery. Gary and I were there yesterday and had a delicious lunch and a good crowd.
I know what you had. I'm trying to remember what I had.
You had fish.
That's right. I had the catfish.
I had the Van Morris.
And they have daily specials out there, and then Friday night is catfish night, and they do a great job with the catfish.
And brand new back with us, not brand new, but back with us, Senior Benefit Solutions, Laurie Kasler. We're so glad to have them back right here in Lubbock, Texas. You can get the information you need to get the right Medicare coverage.
And it starts October the 15th and runs through December 7th. And let me tell you, here's the neat thing about Laurie is and my mother-in-law and my wife went in just this week, sat down and visited with Laurie. She doesn't charge anything. She's there to help you, and if it goes further than that, it goes further than that. If it doesn't, she's helped you. In fact, she told Terry, you don't need Medicare right now because your husband, which is I, is still working. Boy, you're sure happy.
Yes, I am, sir.
Yeah, sir. At least she didn't say old timer.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me give you this phone number, 781-3804. No charge for her services. Locally owned, locally operated, Laurie Kasler.
All right, Fuddruckers, 66th and Milwaukee Avenue. That's where you'll find the world's greatest hamburger and so much more, y'all. It's just a great place to go eat. 66th in Milwaukee, easy in and easy out, and you'll love it. All right, let me tell you this quick story at the high school coaches luncheon.
And Gus, if you're listening, go ahead and call in. I'm assuming you know the phone number.
I bet he does. So I do this Thursday luncheon with all the 4 Lubbock ISD coaches, and Eric Ward's the new coach, second year at Estacado.
Yeah.
Former Texas Tech great. In fact, he's number 3 all-time in receiving yards.
Oh, wow.
And has the most catches in a single game, number 1.
Well, let me guess, 17.
16 against Baylor. 16 against Baylor.
Wow.
That's a lot of catches. Anyway, his son, Jayrick Ward, is a freshman at Estacado. He's a pretty solid young man as a freshman, but he's now been starting at quarterback. He didn't start the year at quarterback. Coach trying to bring him in slow. And last couple of times, he's gotten some hits when he's been in there. Well, last week, not this week, but last week, when they were headed to the locker room, he took a hit going right before half. Well, they're going in there on the west side. Well, Kenzie, Eric's wife, is standing down in the very corner of the front of the stands, right there where they run by. She didn't. No, she just said, Eric. He goes, I know. Mama's watching out for her boy.
I thought you were going to say, hey, we got Gus is on hold. Gus, we didn't know you're on hold. You need to breathe heavily or something.
Like you normally do.
So we know you're there.
Sound like you. That's all right. I wanted to hear the end of that story. It sounded like you were breathing heavy last Saturday in Columbus.
Oh gosh, that was so much fun. And you know,
that's
Alex,
awesome.
and
Sure.
you're one of the reasons that he not that he got that award, but that he got the National Pitcher of the Year award. So he thinks a lot of you, and I know you think a lot of him. So
he said, I'd like to thank Mike Gustafson for me being in the Hall of Fame.
What were you doing at about 12:30 this morning?
Good grief! You know what? I was really, really tired and going to bed because when I got home, we did the home. I actually went to Tech soccer last night, which was a fantastic game, and then went to gut wrenching, and then but we got a tie, so that's okay. But banged one off the crossbar a couple times with 4 minutes left, and just so close.
I watched it, and I mean, one of them hits the bottom corner, and then it came off the corner. We kick it over the goal, and another one hit the crossbar. It was such a.
Oh yeah.
If anybody deserved to win, it was us. Nobody did win. It was a tie. But Gus, I'm sure you know this, but our listeners probably don't. 3 years ago, it was 0-0. 2 years ago, it was 1-0. Tech scored a goal and won. Last year, it was 0-0, and this year we were up 1-0. So in 3 years, there'd been one goal scored, and then we scored a goal, and I thought, we've got them.
And that's it.
But they had a corner kick and made the most of it.
You know, I came home from that. Actually, I went from there to the concert on campus. That whole Flatland Cavalry and that whole setup was really fantastic. My compliments to all who set up that kind of stuff and do it. And Flatland Cavalry was so happy to be back on campus and then Lubbock, and that was a cool thing. And then listened to that game all the way home, kept peeking at the score, got home and sat there and watched it. I don't know, maybe 45 minutes of that before it finally ended. But what a game.
It finally ended. Real quickly before we move on, Flatland Cavalry, did they sing any of Flock of Flav's favorites?
No, I don't think so. They did cover a George Strait song. They covered a little Alan Jackson. But then
was the bonfire still going when you got there?
There was still a little smoldering deal over there.
Over yonder? Okay. All right, now to the baseball game, because I made it. Hey, and I'm watching this with my other son-in-law, Tanner Foster. I'm watching it with him, and I've never given any indication that he liked baseball at all. He played football out here at Tech, and good old son-in-law too. But he wouldn't go to bed. He was caught up in it. So anyway, I think we got some new baseball fans out of that thing last night. The ones that could stay up late enough to watch it.
Sure. Yeah, the game went 15 innings, as you know, and of course they get to postseason and they don't start to do the deal with the runner on second. It's just old school extra innings like we all remembered it. And I mean, there was, I don't know how many times in the extra innings where the team got second and third and one out, or first and second, nobody out, bunting them over, second, third, one out, then threw a guy out at the plate. And then
bases loaded several times.
Yes, and then double plays, and just, you know, that thing just kept going and going like a good, tense extra inning game should do. And I think I read last night that that was the longest in terms of innings winner. Yeah, winner must advance, like deciding game of any post game ever. 15-inning game is the longest one to ever be played in a winner take all deal like that.
And just short of 5 hours. In fact,
and that's 15 innings for 5 hours. 5 years ago, that game lasted 7 hours. I bet, but they've done such a good job of speeding all that stuff up.
But you're looking at. A guy drove by that I knew, got me off track there. Now you know why they went to that runner on second, because you don't want those games during a 162-game regular season, but you got to have them in the playoffs.
Exactly.
So
agree.
But that 5 hours was the average length of a Texas Tech baseball game.
Well,
almost.
I don't think you're right there, but I get it.
I'm stretching it a bit.
It just seems like
a little bit.
It seems like it's 5 hours.
If you're struggling, it dang sure does. So, hopefully that's so Seattle advances and they'll play Toronto. They open in Toronto. That ain't, I watched a little bit of the post-game deal, and they were popping champagne and pouring it over each other's head and smoking cigars and all that. And I was like, well, y'all got a game in 48 hours, but that's not for me to worry about. But I think they had been through the emotional ringer, and so I think they were, y'all take it easy tonight because we got a flight to Toronto tomorrow, and
if you'd have told them you got a game in 48 hours, they'd say, it don't matter, we don't have any pitching anyway.
We used it all.
That was the cool thing about it, just that those guys, they went after it with I think 3 different starters. Pitched, the starter, and then, of course, it was a 1-1 game through 8 innings, whatever it was. And 9 innings, and then so a really well played, well pitched game, and they're bringing in starting pitchers at the very end.
Well, when they did that, Gus,
hey,
what I thought when they did that is, you know what, this guy's used to starting. He might go 5 innings. If it goes 5 innings, but they didn't really do that. They used them maybe a couple of innings. Did anybody go more than 2 innings out of those guys?
I don't believe so. John Flaherty might have gotten the 3rd inning, but I haven't looked at the box score to really rethink that. But and some of those dudes were on the mound when the game was hanging in the balance and got the big strikeout and whatnot. I don't know if they had the meeting last night, but I bet this morning they're all sitting there looking at the roster going, all right, we got a game now. And now it's at 36 hours. What are we going to do?
Okay, and tonight there's a
figure out your pitching.
There's a winner move on tonight, loser go home. Who is it?
Cubs and
that's
Brewers.
Cubs at Milwaukee, and that's been a really fun series as well. And there's so many subplots to that. We don't have time for all of it. But the manager of the Cubs used to manage the Milwaukee, and he kind of Chris Bearded Milwaukee and just went over to the Cubs to be the manager. So now his assistant coach. Yeah, that's got some good stuff to it too. And then the other part of that is the coach at.
Hey Gus, we're about to go to a hard break, but have you got 5 more minutes after the break?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and we'll talk about that story you did, and then I want to know your take on Tech. It's a little early, but we are in the middle of fall ball, and all. So you give us a couple of minutes on your thoughts on Tech.
I can do it.
All right, and we're not exactly sure when we leave, but at some point they will just go to break. We'll be right back.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
All right, I'll just do a couple of quarter four. I was at quarter four yesterday. Oh, my gosh, they were sold out of Ohio State caps.
They were.
But it's all Brad Wyatt, and that store is booming.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Tech gear, everything you need at quarter four, and you will love it. Stop in and see.
In fact, they got black shirts.
They do have black shirts.
That's what you're going to need tonight is a black shirt.
I've got mine already on. I'm ready.
I do, too. I need to take this off, don't I?
All right. Gus is here. Gus, I was going to ask you something. And I don't know what through the years, I haven't gone back and researched it or looked at anything, but the Toronto Blue Jays just seem like they have owned the New York Yankees in a lot of ways.
Oh.
Yankees struggle with the Blue Jays. What is up with that?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, and I'm like you. I don't know the numbers, but they've dang sure gotten plenty of games from them. Boy, this version of Toronto can swing it, obviously, and boy, they just beat the tar out of the Yankees 2 games in a row, and I think it ended up being in the 3 wins, like 30-something runs scored. I mean, just wore out the Yankees.
Unbelievable.
And, and 2 double-digit wins last weekend. I guess, Coach Ash, you were in Ohio. I was in Virginia seeing Savannah and enjoying that and probably doing the same thing, kind of peeking at my phone and looking at scores like, man, they just beat the Yankees twice, like double-digit, beat the crap out of them. They're in Toronto, so that was a party. And then they went back to –
Before you go on –
they went back to New York and took care of business.
Before you go on, I'm going to tell you something that I know you'll be interested in, that it has been, Gus, how long since they won a championship? What year was it?
Toronto?
No, the Yankees.
Oh,
I'm fixing to give you some knowledge here.
I think it was 09. Wasn't it 09?
Yeah, it was 09.
Yeah.
All right, but the city of New York hasn't had a championship in 14 years and counting in the four major.
Well, they sort of got one against the Eagles. I'm sure they're going to count that as a championship.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Giants beat them like that.
Well, the Giants won in 2011, Yankees in 09, and the Devils, I guess that's hockey, the Devils.
Yeah.
And the Rangers in 90. But anyway, it's been 14 years since the city of New York.
Oh, my goodness.
With all that money, has won a championship. Anyway.
That really is interesting, too, because a lot of those sports, they have 2 teams or 3 teams in the area.
Yeah.
So there's 3 NHL teams and 2, maybe when you count New Jersey and you count Long Island and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, they got a lot of cracks at it, too.
Our New York Jets, when was their last championship?
Good grief, what I believe.
And who was their quarterback?
Joe Namath was the quarterback.
Joe Namath in Super Bowl III, wasn't it?
1968. Joe Namath.
Joe's not playing anymore, is he?
No, he's working the sidelines.
Oh, yeah, I bet he is.
Yeah, I don't think he is. I think they shut that down.
Okay, all right.
Probably for the best.
Well, Joe Willie goes with you never know till you ask.
I know. That's my motto.
Let's don't do it on national TV. All right, don't do it on the sidelines during the broadcast. Hey, we're talking about the Cubs Brewers situation. How the Brewers manager kind of did the Chris Beard deal and left Milwaukee to go to the Cubs, and so then his bench coach takes over the job at Milwaukee, and they're rivals and playing division opponents and all that. Here's the other little wrinkle to that: the Brewers head coach is Pat Murphy, or manager, and Craig Counsell, the Cubs manager, played for him at Notre Dame. So Pat Murphy was the head coach at Notre Dame, and then he moved from there to Arizona State, and then got into Pro Bowl and started doing his thing. But yeah, this is so these two have connections all over the place when that game's being played tonight. And of course, we're all going to be watching the Tech game and at the stadium, so I'll just have to keep an eye on my phone and check a score every once in a while. But yeah, that one should be very good as well.
This is my favorite time. This is my favorite time for baseball, because when it's 162 games, it's hard to get involved in, the guy made an error, the guy walked a guy. But this time of year, every play matters, every pitch matters, and that's when I enjoy watching it, even to 12:30 or whenever that game was over this morning.
Sure, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I would think, Gus. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I was thinking about this earlier, that who would Gus be for in this series, and I didn't know this. I didn't know all that backstory. I'm from Milwaukee now for sure, but
yeah.
But you being a Cardinals fan, it's got to be hard to be a Cubs fan.
Yeah, it's hard. It's funny. I can take joy in them when they have success. When they finally won it in 2016.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just in general. I'm for Milwaukee, and then when I look at this page and I see Milwaukee and I see Seattle and those two, Milwaukee's been to a World Series. Seattle has never even been to a World Series, and both of those two have never won one. There's a lot to enjoy about that. Those fan bases would love it, but yeah, I'm sure that the TV networks would prefer to have LA and Chicago, the two markets in the NLCS. That's their problem and not mine. But yeah, because that's two pretty good baseball brands there in those two.
As Red Raider fans, we're not completely against pulling for the underdog, so I'm sort of for the underdogs to get their shot at it.
Especially if I don't have a dog in the fight, I'm with you there. I can generally step to the underdog and be happy in someone else's success.
Yeah, well, Gary wanted you to talk about a little bit about Tech baseball. I had Jamie on last week, and thanks to Jamie Lent for being on. But what's your impression? It sounded pretty good just listening to Jamie.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Because they were going to have to bring in new names. There was going to have to be new people doing good things, because there just wasn't enough back, and a lot of the stuff that was back, didn't really play well last year. And of course they got Logan Hughes back, and he's showing up on top 100 lists, and he is the star. He will get all the preseason attention. Last year, hit 19 home runs. I mean, he was a legit hitter for that team. And then Villeneuve was really good for that team as well, and did some damage and did some things, but they still okay, that's two. We need a lot more. And, they went and got the DH from what appears to be, this is me saying that, a DH from named Porter from Maryland, who hit 20 home runs from the University of Maryland, hit 20 home runs there, got him out of the portal. And then, they have an interesting freshman shortstop who's a good looking kid named Garcia. And he kind of looks like a Michael Davis or an Orlando Garcia, like a bigger 6'2" type kid. And and even when I haven't seen him, just listening to Jamie's recaps and whatnot, he made a really good play here. He got 2 hits there, whatever. Started 2 or 3 double plays against the Longhorns. So it sounds like we got a real guy there. They need to add pitching, and they have brought in a bunch of new names, and I just don't have a sense of it. I mean, it's the question that I'm ready to ask. If we get a media availability, I may actually try to go act like media for once and ask questions. But who among the new guys has stepped to the front of the line is my question. But they're going to continue to scrimmage. They've been going at it. They had one on Thursday. They have another one tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I know it's open to the public or whatever. They tweeted that. And then next Saturday they go to Norman, and they're going to play OU. Because they're allowing them to do a couple of those scrimmages now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, they should have done that in Amarillo.
Yeah, they could have. And my guess is maybe they'll come back down here next fall to do that. I don't know, but we'll see. But that could be another question for Tim. But I think and then my guess is that shortly after the Oklahoma thing, that long marathon day of scrimmaging, my guess is they'll probably start announcing plans for the red-black inter-squad deal here in another 3 weeks or so. So 2 weekends, 3 weekends, somewhere around in there. So that'll be good, and that'll be when we can get it.
Red-black best of 5.
Ooh, it usually is on paper, and sometimes they don't get there. And there's also been some best of 3s in there. It probably depends on where they are in the calendar. If they try to stretch it out over 2 weekends, it'll be 5. And if they try to say, hey, we're going to shut it down a little early or whatever, then it's a 3. And I don't know if they're bowing to NCAA rules or how that works, if it's a number of practices or a number of days or whatever it is that they have to get all that stuff in. I don't know the answer to that.
All right, give us your take on we got 1 minute. Give us your take on the football game tonight. Besides, you hope we win.
I'm so excited. I think this Kansas offense will be the best offense we faced so far, and they're really explosive. You'll hear Coach McGuire talk about the speed of one of their receivers, one of the truly fastest players in the country, and so they have some game-breaking capabilities, probably better than anyone we faced. But I also know that they've given up 580 and 600 yards to 2 different opponents. So I think we'll be up and down the field a little bit tonight. Hopefully all them 3s aren't needed because we're getting 7. Hopefully the red zone stuff's a lot better this week. Yeah.
All right, Gus.
And we
appreciate you.
They need us loud. They need us loud when they're on defense tonight. So that's our job.
Loud and proud. Yeah, you bet.
There you go.
Thank you, Gus.
Have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. Yep,
See you later,
buddy.
Mike Gustafson.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Red Zone Cafe, 37th and Slide Road. Great food, great price, great service, and great pancakes. And breakfast all day long. I mean, I just love them. They just know how to do it. So go see them. Be a great deal to go down there today and get you some pancakes and eggs and sausage.
Have you guys ever seen our show, The Brand?
Yeah.
And they show Barron and
he's in the red zone.
Yeah, they go to red zone. All 3 of them get the pancakes, and then they get they got a lot more than that, but they got the pancakes.
Yeah, it is good. Hey, McGavick Nissan and Infinity of Lubbock. I got to tell you, let me do somebody else while I'm looking it up.
You want me to do one?
Yeah, do Red Raider Club. You got Jill there.
Oh, good gosh. Red Raider Club, never more important than it is right now.
No,
and Andrea, and who all else do we have over there?
Cam Warren. Cam is one of our top guys over there. Brian Gates does an incredible job. We just saw earlier, I think I saw him, Kevin Torres. We're going to forget people. Caitlin Sharp, who handles all of the events for the Red Raider Club, does such a great job. There's a bunch of them over there that really are dedicated and work hard, and they become so vital just for scholarships. And now the Matador Club is under the umbrella of the Red Raider Club as well, so it's important to give.
Big time.
So you're saying the Matador Club's underneath the Red Raiders so they can tell Cody Campbell what to do. Say, hey, fella.
Andrea Tyree is his boss.
Yeah.
Yes, Cody reports to Andrea.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
I think we all report to Andrea.
Yeah. All right, I found my deal. Here's McGavick Nissan is breaking news. They just bought a dealership in Pampa. And
the harvesters.
And here's the big deal. Now they have access to Toyota, GMC, and Chevrolet vehicles as a part of their family.
Well, that's just about everything.
That's really good because the Nissans and the Infinities that they have here in Lubbock,
gorgeous cars,
beautiful cars. I'm telling you. So you just go in and see them, and you tell them what you want. They'll find it for you and get it down here for you. It's a big deal, and congratulations to the McGavick family and all of that.
Okay, we talked a little about the logo enough. I will say this to you folks that prefer the old logo. That's fine. You can wear the old logo, but this is what we're going to do. So get on.
Well, and some people are disappointed about the white border around the double T. I'm not sure why we put it on that. Or did you do that, or did we do that on the green there?
I don't know where I got.
Oh, that might be right from the video. Yeah,
I just drew this.
Yeah, it's from the video, I think. And so
he was coloring
when we debuted it, it was against a black background. So you don't put a black border around on a black background. You put a white border.
I know when y'all popped that deal off there and it was white, and I was going, "Are they finished?" I don't think they finished.
I'm not sure. We probably should have used the black.
This is actually right after in fact, here is the helicopter.
Yeah, there's the helicopter.
There's the helicopter right here, and Kirby's in there flying that helicopter.
He is, yes.
Very professionally.
That Kirby.
There's the helicopter. So that's.
You know who else we wanted to be part of that, and he wanted to do it, but we just couldn't work it with his schedule, was Zach Thomas.
Oh.
We were trying to think of somebody that wore the older.
Yeah.
And again, this is not the old double T. It's just a new version of the old double T. But we thought how cool it would be to have somebody like Zach in the helicopter as well. But we just couldn't work it out with him on a schedule. He could come on a Sunday, but Mike was heading to somewhere tropical, so we couldn't do it.
Okay.
In his helicopter?
I don't think he was going to take his helicopter tropical.
If you had a helicopter, it'd be really fun to fly around, wouldn't it?
Well, got a friend in Post, Texas that has one, and it may be illegal, so I'm not going to say who it is. But they fly and they strap in and they fly around and shoot hogs.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Now
that's a good time. I heard.
Do you guys know Mike Wallace very well?
No, but he knows a lot of our. I think he may have a suite over here.
He is such a great guy.
What does he do? Oil and gas.
Oil and gas, and he used to be a pilot too for different. I'm not sure like how he did it, but he flies his own helicopter, and so when we called him to ask him about the idea, he was like, absolutely. And then when he got here, he flew it in. Our guys, the camera crew, and everyone needed to take a couple different shots. He was like, I'll take off and come in as many times as you guys want. He just. Yeah.
Can you go a long ways on a tank of gas?
He told us, it's funny. He told us how far he could go. I think it's something like 4 hours, and then I think that was what the distance was he could.
Did he fly it up here, or did he bring it up on a trailer?
He flew it right over that double T scoreboard, and when he was coming in, we were all thinking, "Oh my gosh, he's about to hit the top of that double T scoreboard." He brought it in pretty low. And,
called the wrong guy.
And also, this might be illegal too. That's not his fault, but he allowed us to fly a drone over the top of it so we could actually show him taking off. And so anyway, when you got guys like that, again, it's what's great about Texas Tech. He can do anything he wants, and he was bending over backwards to help us however we needed to be helped.
You're talking about him hitting that double T. I got to think, the guys that would hit that double T there's like crop dusters. Bad crop dusters aren't crop dusters anymore.
Yes.
Bad helicopter pilots are no longer helicopter pilots.
It's just like a living kamikaze pilot.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't very good at it.
He probably wasn't very good.
Yes.
Or he got the yips. I'd get the yips on that deal.
I always wanted y'all to get some crop dusters to do a flyover.
Well, they could have done it this week.
They could have been fun.
Government wouldn't say you couldn't let
we
the crop
could have done that this week. Yeah, we could have. And we actually talked about getting some DPS helicopters flying over, but we just said, let's just go ahead and
can it?
Just not have one. And a lot of it just because sometimes the criticism would probably be not worth the.
There you go.
The squeeze wouldn't be worth it. So we just said, let's just not have one. People know we're in the government shutdown.
So we need more people.
I can't really tell.
With chutzpah to make these decisions. So Gio's down on his chutzpah.
Let's get the crop dusters.
My chutzpah is low right now. Hopefully it'll.
They beat the chutzpah. They beat the chutzpah out of me.
I think I'll get it replenished, but right now it's low. It's
just not.
You got
worth
a
it.
job.
The chutzpah right now is at a low point.
The chutzpah can get attacked. It really can.
Yes.
And it's what's amazing today is, a lot of stuff I read is so against this new logo. and that's fine.
Well,
but they don't know all the stuff. They don't know why it was done.
And I do kind of remember. I wasn't working at Tech at the time, but this what we did 26 years ago or so, 27 maybe. Bobby Gleason and Gerald Myers did this. They hired a company to come in to look at.
Seemed like it's $100,000.
The double T. And I don't know that. And then remember the same group came up with take the cotton ball out of this Tech seal. And there was outrage over that. Eventually the cotton ball went back in to the seal.
Good.
But they did come up with that 3D double T, which we've used. And
it's great. 3D double T is great.
And
this double T is great.
Yes. That's the thing. Coach McGuire and I talk about that. We do a podcast. You guys probably don't listen to it. It's called What's Next. Joey and I do. And we talk about.
Tell the listeners how they can listen to that.
You can go on YouTube. You can go on textech.com. You can go on anywhere you listen to podcast or view podcast. And we do it usually once a week. And Joey and I were talking last week about we love all double T's, right? I love old school double T's. I love whatever double T's. So
absolutely,
and we'll use them all, and they'll all be utilized. And Joey also had the message too that he took a little grief for. That he was saying, "Hey, throwing tortillas is not intimidating. Noise is intimidating." And he's not trying to take away the tradition. He's saying throw them at kickoff like we've discussed.
Bingo.
And then let's be loud after that instead of – it doesn't impact anybody. Just continue to throw.
I think we blew an opportunity in those first couple of home games against Sisters of the Poor.
Yes, I know what you're going to say, yeah.
Is when – and this section down here on the northwest corner was ridiculous about it. Just continued to throw them out there. And I thought this is the ideal time. It's not going to hurt us.
Right.
Throw a flag, step off 15 yards, and make a point. Don't do it. But we didn't. So
yeah. So anyway, it's listen to the podcast, watch the podcast. Don't throw tortillas after kickoff, and get to love this new flat double T. I think when people when people see it, what's interesting is we put it on the basketball floor because we knew we were going to make the change. We had to redo the basketball floor, so we went ahead and put the flat one out there. We had a young, ambitious coach who took a picture of it and posted it. Wasn't supposed to. We were going to debut it, and fans loved it. They're like, "Now this is the way. Why don't we do this more often?" And so
that's good.
I think when people see it in action and how we used it, I think they'll be happy with it. Maybe not.
All right.
I think the green cart business is good. Those little go-kart, those little
lime
scooters, those lime ones. It seems to be like the thing to do on game day.
I wish I'd invested in those.
How many have we seen today?
We have seen a load of them.
A lot of people quit because of the liability involved with them, but apparently they're
needed to stop that
still
guy
making money.
It was going so fast. I really need to know what the story is.
He looked like he had somewhere to be, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. And it was going to be it was going to be goofy when he got there.
I hope that wasn't the lead singer for Switchfoot.
It probably was.
He's in a hurry.
We're going to have some trouble then.
At Ohio State last week, we're walking along, and here comes little things with food. They're little robots, and they're taking food.
Oh, no.
And if you didn't get out of the way, they would stop. But most people just get out of the way and just coexist with them. But I thought, good gosh, what a world we got.
In California, there's lots of no drivers.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Sometimes here that might be good.
Yeah, that'd be an improvement. All right.
Not I.
All right.
Robert Giovannetti.
Rob, we're about to go to a break.
Are you staying here?
I'll
say one more. We need you.
We got the songwriters at 11. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rushing the Jones.
Unless their dog has a breakdown.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Las Brisas, 114th in Topeka. And you just talk about fine dining. I saw a picture this week of people out there, and it's just such a great atmosphere for entertaining, for casual events or fancy events. You could do it all at Las Brisas, and they have great
best
food.
Calamari this side of the Mississippi.
You said that, Gary. Last time we went out there as a family, you know what? I ordered calamari as my
dessert.
No, my main meal. That's what I had. I had calamari, and it was delicious. It really was good.
Well, Terry and I have gotten it. I think it's an old age thing that we've gotten to where we split most everything. And if we don't get our own, our dog Bandit's tickled to death because we're taking half of it home anyway. So.
I've never had calamari in my life.
Oh,
I'll show you what kind of a roof.
If you're ever
I am.
going to try it, go out there and try it.
Right.
It's got jalapenos in it, so
It's really good.
Earlier we were talking
You
about.
really have never had it. It doesn't look like something you'd want to eat.
Ever
but
say I see it
it's
on the
got to
menu?
be fried.
I see it on the menu. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna.
I don't like I don't eat oysters, like out of
Well,
the
you
shell.
got to doll them up. It's sort of like a salad. We talked about this yesterday. What would salad be without dressing?
Yeah, no.
You know?
Just eat. Yeah, you're like a
An
rabbit.
oyster, if you don't doll an oyster up, it's just not the same. So, all right, do y'all want to hear some texts?
Yeah, what do you got?
Ready? We love the new logo, and those
There
that
you
don't are just ignorant.
All right, there you go.
They're stupid.
That's what Gio was trying to say in so many words.
I never said that. I told you guys this show. I love all Tech fans, Mad Tech fans.
Yeah.
I love
And I like all double T's.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Texter says, I'm okay with the double T change. It is similar to what I grew up with.
All right, 2-0. 2-0
Wait
on
a
the
minute,
text line.
it's not through yet.
Oh.
Let me finish. That being said,
That being said, something's going to be bad now.
the brand is extremely recognizably nationwide. Two different words is what threw me off. Nationwide now, and I don't really understand why you would want to change that. I got to go all the way over here to get the rest of that. Oh, that's the end of it.
I think it's just the double T, right? I don't think people are going to look at that and go, what is this?
Well, it's just the first part here where you just change. Anytime you change something, and Gary and I
change is
talked
tough.
yesterday. We're 5-0. Let's change our logo.
Hey, you do know if this doesn't go well tonight,
It's y'all's
it's
fault.
the logo's fault.
Well, we're using we've always been going to use the 1926 logo, so that's okay. We were planning on that. But the reason we announced it now is for retailers, and there was a reason behind why we did
Well,
it.
Brad White loves it
Okay,
in
well, good.
quarter 4.
Brad's
he is so
Brad's
excited.
a great partner, too.
He is a great partner, isn't he?
Yes. And his daughter works for us, and she's fantastic as well.
I don't
Yeah.
know how this finishes, but it starts out, I never text in.
Uh-oh.
That's what I said, But tell Gio the videos that y'all are turning out are class act.
Now, here, man,
Everyone
I'm loving
over
this.
there.
Man, you need to come here more often.
All right, I'm going to finish this
Mike
one.
Chutzpah's coming. Is
There
on
more.
board.
Chutzpah back.
Everyone over there is working their tails off, and it shows. The brand.
Yeah, the
Golly.
brand's really good.
Let me tell you, Texter, you should text more often.
My family must really be busy today texting up here. Any other positive ones?
But I don't know. I'm just reading them. I don't know if they're positive or negative. I'm just reading
You
them.
just read them as they go.
There's the
Okay, the new Texas Tech logo is the only logo we should have for Tech, encompassing both athletics and academics. Level the hideous bevel.
That's above my pay grade on where else it's used.
Okay.
We're just worried about athletics.
Yeah, we don't. Hey, I'm fine with
Here
both.
come your guys.
For
They got
goodness
their
sakes.
guitar with them.
All right. If we're going back to the old logo,
We're not.
why did they leave the script Red Raiders out of the logo? Sorry, but I think the new logo looks cheap.
Yeah.
Looks like we spent all of our money on the players and didn't have any. That's a good text.
Wouldn't you rather spend on players than on the logo? Though?
I definitely would.
Yeah, so.
Okay, and didn't have any money. Okay. Anyway,
We're good.
Y'all get the gist of it.
I got it. I got the gist for sure.
Okay, this text says that list sounds like something a college bachelor would say, or one of you guys that have never been around the block a time or two. I wonder what that was about.
It was your list.
Oh, that list. Yeah, there you go. That top 10 list.
Your top 10 list.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like
Okay.
we've been around the block a few times with the combined.
yeah. We've been around it a bunch.
All right. He put Connecticut, but it came out Connecticut. Spell check got him. Does Connecticut make your wife fluffy?
Fluffy.
LOL. No, just soft.
Maybe he meant the state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Connecticut. All right, well, that's good.
We're caught up on text. Gee, what do you want to talk about?
We all can't agree on
Today.
the same
Well, I
things,
had
right?
something I was going to say, but now I got lost in the text messages. I can't even remember what it was.
No, that happens. That's
it was
why
going to be good.
That's why I learned this from James Dickey. Keep a pen handy, and when it comes in there, write it down. Just like for Jim Douglas, I'm going to ask him who he worked with.
I can't
on
wait
the
to hear
deal,
that.
But I
segment.
would not
What time
have
Jim
remembered
be on?
that.
11:30.
11:30.
All right, I got to find a place to be around.
Who
when
did
I
he
do this.
work with?
Yeah, who did he do his talk show with? His morning.
Yeah.
Who all he worked with?
I went in there on it one time, I think, or twice.
Did you really?
Yeah. I don't remember what we talked about. We didn't talk about politics that I remember. I think it was sports.
Well, you'd probably remember that.
Yeah.
If you guys are going to be at the game tonight, stay till we're going to have the drone show between the third and fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
So
is there in the what quarter? Third?
Well,
the third and fourth
all right.
quarter?
I told people I'd ask you this. What is the MPHs on the wind that you can't send the drones up?
Is it going to be
It's going to be
tonight?
close.
Oh, geez. I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's going to be close.
We are so snake-bit this
Losing
year
your
on
chutzpah
weather.
again.
I believe it. I believe it's 30 miles an hour.
Oh, well, no, we're not going to be that.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was 15.
No,
and
no.
we're going to be right at 15.
Okay, they can fly in 15. I believe. I'm going to check that.
It's going to be mid-80s. We want a breeze, guys.
I never even thought about the wind. We've got some cool illustrations that will come up with the drones. We're excited about that. We're adding some different fireworks today. So when we score, pregame, other things, there's going to be a additional fireworks. So we feel like it's going to be a fun atmosphere tonight for sure.
And a sold-out crowd.
Sold-out crowd, and again,
and no flock of Flav. We've got
Switchfoot.
Grammy
Say that
Award-winning
5 times.
Grammy Award-winning Switchfoot.
Glad to have them.
They've won a couple Grammys. And
now the tickets that I sent you, that ticket, those are definitely good because that's
definitely good. Yes.
Who that is for? That's the Raiders softball team. Old guys like us.
Yeah.
That we used to play softball, and the Raiders. And there's a bunch of them in town, and Joe Vinson bought a bunch of tickets from. He thought it was from Tech, but it was StubHub, and it didn't have a barcode on it. I thought, oh crap!
Oh, did he pay for them?
Yeah.
No,
they're okay.
No, we checked them. They're fine.
I asked Gio, and he ran it through the CIA and everybody. And
we're all good. We're all good on the tickets there.
Good.
Okay, good.
There won't be a problem when they get to the game.
No, not all tickets anymore have barcodes anymore. So because there's a different technology where it just reads them, and it's what you're seeing across the country. Some do have barcodes still, but there's not necessarily have to have a barcode on
So
the
maybe one of these days we want to have a barcode on our forehead and our hand. That's
probably
coming.
not while we're alive. Probably someday. Yeah, I think some.
It'll definitely come to that.
Yeah, but we'll
not in our lifetime.
We'll be long gone.
Good
by that time. Thanks for having me.
Gio, 1 minute. Say something really deep.
Well, I said this to a group yesterday. I'm trying to hurry now. When we went to the Final Four, I asked Kirby, it was so great. I said to Kirby, I said, what would the CFP be like? He goes, be like this on steroids. And we're already seeing it now. There's so much attention towards Texas Tech, and so many people want to come here, talk to us, talk to our coaches. I think great things in store for the final 7 weeks of the year. So let's buckle up.
I do too. Thank you, Gio.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Wreck 'em.
You've been listening to the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3. Catch the show live Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on Double T 97.3 FM or on the Double T 97.3 mobile app.